Hey everybody, Amy here with the answer to this week's Trivia Tuesday question, which was, which animal did humans domesticate most recently? At least according to Wikipedia. And it's a pretty broad-ranging topic, so I give the hints that it is a mammal, and it is used as a pet. That is what it was domesticated for, was pet purposes. And the answer is the hedgehog, which according to Wikipedia was domesticated in the 1980s. And, you know, I have to say, I chose this question partly because I don't really believe the answer. And I kind of don't believe that it's answerable. And it just sort of like, you know, I had the thought, like, I had seen something about the dog being the animal that humans had domesticated first. And I was like, well, what was the last one we domesticated? And I went to find it out. And, like, this is the closest answer I could find. But, like, it just makes you realize that, like, domestication, like so many things, isn't easily definable, right? Something like, you know, sheep, where we've domesticated them so that they, like, produce so much wool that they, like, can't really survive without humans to shear it off of them, things like that. Those sorts of things are, like, clear, like, we have changed the species in a way that it cannot really fully function without us. But when it comes to the hedgehog, what changed in the 80s? Like, we just started keeping them as pets? Like, what actual changes took place? Because it wasn't that long ago. You know, I was born in 1979. Apparently hedgehogs were still wild animals then. How have they become non-wild since? It's a really interesting question to me. It's also interesting to me because at one time, back in the late 2000s, Kelly and I had two dreams. One was to move to California, and the other was to get a pet hedgehog, which we were going to name Neely O'Hare. And sadly, we found that those dreams were incompatible, as you cannot have a hedgehog in California as a pet. They're not allowed in this state and many others. Apparently in California, at least, it's because this is similar to their native habitat in Africa, and so they might go feral and disrupt the ecosystem, which, fair enough. And also, to be fair, like, that was when we thought I was allergic to cats, and it turns out I'm not really. So we have cats now, and I love them. But I sure wouldn't mind having a hedgehog. If you do have a hedgehog, I hope you love it. I hope you appreciate how lucky you are to have such a recently domesticated pet. Anyway, that's all. Bye.